The fuck? Oh, what is up, guys? I want to do a video today on one of my favorite YouTubers. I've been following Critical for like, what, 7, 8 years now? And I found out this guy actually likes magic. Actually, I've known this for a little while now. And if you do not listen to his podcast, the official podcast, one of the best ones on YouTube.
Forever ago, this fucking girl like woke me up in the middle of the night. She's like, "Let me give you a hand job." I'm like, in my head, I'm like, "Really, a fucking hand job at 2 a.m? Like, fuck you. That's all."
You bitch.
You know, I didn't want to be an asshole about it, so I'm like, "Go for it, right?" And so she's like jerking me off, and after a while, she gets me off. And I fucking come into my own mouth, so I'm just like, wow, that's really fucking great. Like, and then she
That was her plan. Look,
no, she gets
with a mouth full of cum. You just look what you made me do.
A lot of his co-hosts make fun of him for doing magic, and he actually has a video here of him teaching a magic trick that he invented. You can't get this anywhere. You can't get this on Illusionist, Penguin Magic, the other brothers, nowhere. And Charlie's just giving out his secrets for free. So we're gonna go in. I'm gonna try to see how good this trick is, and if it's trash, we're gonna try to fix it. All right, so let's go.
Very big part of my childhood and even into my adult elite gamer years in college, I was dabbling in magic tricks. In fact, the very first video I ever posted on YouTube was of myself performing a magic trick, but I've since deleted it. YouTube still has it, and I guarantee they're still trying to crack the code on how I performed it. The point I'm making is magic was a huge part of me growing up. And today, I'm going to reveal to you a secret I invented myself to try and get laid in college. And this shit works like a charm. It's almost impossible not to work.
One of my favorite things about his entire setup, I think, if I remember correctly, he records everything on his cell phone. He literally, this dude, he has 4.85, well, almost, he's approaching 5 million subscribers, and this man, the ISO, the grain, and everything, it's just all over the place. But like, this man's personality, because every single video I watch of him, it never fails to make me laugh.
Your own little isolation chamber, women will probably flock to you somehow, fucking rappelling down into your window. It's a very powerful magic trick, and I'm gonna break the magician's code and teach you how I do it. I'm gonna fucking full throttle sin, raw and no rubber. Magicians are gonna hate me. Chris Angel's gonna have a wet nightmare. David Blaine's gonna throw in the towel and retire tomorrow, I bet. Let's go ahead and get into it. First, you're gonna need a deck of playing cards. They don't
A deck of playing cards, alright.
need to be as cool as mine, but these are my old,
The ghost, oh god.
bicycle ghosts, as they were called. Back in like 2009, 2010, there was like a really cool looking alpha Chad magician who was like flourishing these cards one time on YouTube, and I asked my parents to buy them for me, and I got them for like Christmas or something. So I'm gonna perform it kind of for you guys here. So I'd say, "Hey, ma'am, I like those milkers on you. Those honkers mean business. Can I have your phone number for the sake of this magic trick with my ghost cards?" And she'd be like, "Oh my god, are those real ghost cards? Jesus, I'm already wet, but yeah, show me the trick." So she gives me.
Are these the ones because they're the ghost cards, there's one that's really weird where the faces are also black too. I really didn't like the look of them, because it might be these, but it might be the one that has a complete black border.
Your phone number. I now send her a text with what card she is going to pull from this deck, and I'm going to give her a free choice of it, but she can't look at that text message till it's over. So I say, "Hey, you can't look at that, but just wait till after the trick, and it's going to blow your asshole wide open. It's going to be the coolest goddamn thing you've ever seen in your life."
So this is like some SoFlo Antonio like levels of magic.
What's going on, guys? It's SoFlo Antonio, and this is our version of the this and that magic card trick. We call it the slap, hug, and kiss prank. Check it out.
So, you know, it's just small talk a little bit, and then I get to the trick. I just ask her to cut the deck, or I can flip through the deck. It doesn't really matter. But the deck ends up getting cut in two like this. It doesn't matter where. It doesn't really matter. And then I go ahead and put it on top of it so they know there's no trickery here. And then I let her take the card off the top, because this is where she cut, and she takes the card, and it's the 7 of clubs. Okay? And I've texted her that already way before the trick even happened. So now the question is,
We got this, man. We got this by the ass.
how did I know that? Am I truly just the messiah of magic? The mind freak of madness? The torpedo of trickery? No, I'm something more. I'm a gamer. So my trick is literally one move and then just distracting the person. A single card force. Every card trick ever done pretty much uses a card force. What's a card force?
Every card trick ever done uses a card force. I think it means the double lift is the one move used in every single card trick.
It's exactly what the name implies. You're forcing someone to pick the card you know. The easiest one, the one I always used, was you'd close your eyes, you'd rifle through the deck of cards, someone would tell you stop right there, and you always know their card. That's the 4 of spades. It doesn't matter when you're doing it.
He's doing it this way, and he's pulling it back like that, and it's much easier just to cut, keep a pinky break, yell stop, okay, and just pick up at the break. It's right there.
Stop right there, and you always know their card. That's the 4 of spades. It doesn't matter when you're doing it. It doesn't matter how many times you do it. You can just endlessly do this shit for as long as you want because you're forcing.
So there's another good one if you have it on the bottom here, and you bevel it. This one's a little bit weird. It's if you want to force a 10 of clubs on somebody, you just riffle your finger down right here. They say stop right here. You pick up all those cards. You have it here. So it's basically you have the card in the bottom. You bevel all the other cards. You slide it over. When they say stop, you literally stop wherever. And then you square everything up, and you just show it to them like that.
The card, stop. Oh, Jesus. Stop. 6 of clubs. You can always know exactly.
Yeah, his grip is and he's very tight on it. He's very... Yeah, that's very awkward. I don't know where he learned that from. I've never seen that before. And it's very obvious too because the sound. Yeah, it just sounds like you're sliding something.
What card you're forcing on someone. How does that one work? You know the bottom card. So when you rifle through, they say stop, you're pulling the bottom card off, well, as long as you have a good grip, and you're always going to know exactly what you're giving them. I invented my own card force, though, and it's even easier. And I swear to God, I should have gotten a Nobel Prize for this discovery. This shit is almost as important as discovering gravity. This card force is a game changer in Magic. So all you need to know is the top card, 2 of diamonds. That's the top card, and that's the card they're going to pick 100% of the time in this trick. So you text them 2 of diamonds once you get the number, because that's 100% what they're going to pick. And now, all it is a matter of distracting the person you're doing the trick to. So you have them cut the deck if they want to themselves and make another pile of it. They can ask you to, if they want you to cut it, you can cut it wherever you want. It doesn't matter where the deck gets cut. So let's just say for this time it got cut right down the middle. So now you have these 2 piles. They now give you these 2 piles, and now you start making small talk and moving your hands around. Sports, porn. Then you take this part, which is where they actually cut. This is what their card should be. But now you've distracted them enough, you've wooed them over enough where you put this on top, and then you set the whole pile down so that way they have the illusion that you're not messing with anything. You know, oh, my hands are over here, I can't do anything now, nothing crazy going on. And then you tell them that this card is where they cut, and hopefully they don't realize that it should be this one. So then you take this piece off, you have them take their top card, and of course it's the 2 of diamonds, because, I mean, it's just the fucking top card, but they don't know that. They think this is where they cut when they had free choice. But it's not, because you have outsmarted them. You are the intellectual of the group. You're the enlightened Reddit atheist of this.
The enlightened Reddit atheist. I'll take it. Yeah, you can also do it like that. And this goes on the table, and this goes right on top of it, which is literally not doing any shit. Did I really cut it? You take the top one, tap, and this goes right back. So tap, this goes on the table, this drops right on top of it. There.
This shindig. Again, I'll demonstrate. Top card, 6 of hearts. You say, hey, listen, lady, cut this shit. I've already sent you a text. I know what you're pulling. They cut it. Bang. You get 2 piles. You're distracting them. Bang. Put that shit on top. Take your hands off. Tell them that's the card. They pick the card. 6 of hearts again. It's incredible how simple it is, and yet nobody ever figured it out. Ever. And no one could figure it out unless I told them. Because this trick is beyond intelligence.
So essentially what Charlie's trick is that he sends a text message to this girl or whatever and does a card force, and that's the entire trick. The force that he's using is very, very awkward. I don't understand why he's going here and then slip it from the bottom. This is extremely awkward and weird. This is the card you want to force. Queen of clubs. Cut it. Keep a pinky break here. Only a little bit of flesh. You riffle down. They can yell stop anywhere they like. They yell stop. I like to put my finger in there and then slide down forward and break where I have my pinky. And now the Queen of Clubs is there. So it's here, here, stop there, right there. So what Critical is trying to do, he's trying to get numbers from different women. All he's doing is just this very simple card force, and he is asking for their cell phone number prior to doing the trick so he can send them the text message. One problem that I have with that is that some women will not give you their phone numbers. Because me personally, I wouldn't really feel comfortable giving a stranger my phone number. I don't know if it's because I'm a male or I don't know, it's just really weird. What I do personally with my Instagram, if you look at the top of my Instagram, I have a series of numbers. That's actually a magic trick that I do. So what I would do, Charlie, is actually put that card in your description or like your bio on a on some type of what do you call it? Social media. So what I would say is actually take your the card that you're forcing and put it in your bio on your social media, because it's something that you can't ever change. Because that's what I do, is that I tell them, I give them this whole spiel, like with the movie Inception is one of my favorite movies, because what Inception means is to plant something. I'm gonna plant an idea in their mind, and they come up with this random number. That number is always on my bio, and it always blows their mind. And I would say don't do, this is just in my opinion, don't post a picture of something on Instagram or Facebook and put it as your prediction. I just think it's just too, I don't know, I really don't like that. I would say it's much better to have this one prediction on this very permanent area. You could go in and change it. You could change it, but it feels more impossible that it's in your bio, that it's always there. I don't know, I really like that. There's also another force that you could do. So say the card's right on top here. Card's right on top, and then you cut. You keep a pinky break there. Keep a pinky break. And you transfer it to a thumb break, and you riffle down, and they tell you when to stop. Stop there. Show the card just like that. So it's right here on top, King of Diamonds, Jack of Diamonds. Cut it just like that. Just rip it through. Stop. Right there. You can always do the classic force, but I don't really even do the classic force because it's so risky to do. But I'm trying to force myself to do it. So, Charlie, I hope I fixed your trick for you, because there are a bunch of better forces out there than the one that you use, because it's very awkward. It is very simple. This is a very, very simple trick. I don't know why Illusionist didn't pick up on this. Andy Gladwin and Joshua J better hop on this real quick. But honestly, Charlie, you didn't come up with this. I hear that does happen a lot in the Magic community, is where you create something and someone else created it like 50 years ago, but like the crisscross force is one of the oldest things to come up with. But still love your channel, still love everything that you're doing. Alright guys, that's all from me. I hope I fixed everything that was wrong with this trick, because there was a few things wrong with it. But yeah, please remember to like and subscribe to my channel. Also subscribe to Penguin Zero if you're not already. One of the funniest, best YouTubes. One of the best YouTubers on this platform. He's been doing it for over, like what, 13, 14 years now? Yeah, I think he said he started his channel like in 2006. Amazing, hilarious guy. Alright guys, thank you. See you next time.